What's up, crypto legends? I have sold all of my FTM tokens here at the 95-cent level. Just 2 weeks ago, we were talking about a projected move that could take several days when we were trading at the 50-cent level to hit that 1.618 extension, the expansion here from the peak high in February of 2023. We've just hit that level today, as you can see on the chart, since we were taking a look at that level just 2 weeks ago, guys. We had the projected move already hitting the 1.618. I am happy here with this 2x that I have done in just 2 weeks. Of course, we do have a few altcoins that are lagging behind. We're seeing Bitcoin getting a corrective move. So I'm going to hold these ones for the mid-long term here for the next coming weeks, even months, because yes, in this episode, we're doing higher time frame analysis. We're going to talk about the most important levels on Bitcoin on the higher time frame, looking at the weekly chart, the daily chart, and also here looking at lower time frames such as the 3 minute, 1 minute, to look for those scalping opportunities in between today and tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned till the very end of the video. We'll be taking a look at some news as well, and let's dive in right away with higher time frames. Quick reminder, I spoke to Bybit. They've given me an exclusive bonus for all of those subscribers of 20% fee reduction when you sign up with the link in the description. Also with that $30,000 worth of bonus if you cannot trade on Bybit based on KYC. You have 𝗬𝗫 as well. Great option. They have extremely low fees at the moment, and you do get that $20,000 worth of bonus. Let's crack on right away here with the technical analysis on Bitcoin. Let's just focus on Bitcoin today, and let's talk about the weekly chart. Now, we did close last week below the all-time high of 2021. You can see here this green horizontal line right over here, how we did close the weekly candle last week beneath that level. Now, this week we did get some momentum to the upside, but overall we are trading beneath the all-time high of 2021. We are closing this candlestick tomorrow, Sunday. This doesn't look too great. This is telling me that there could be a possibility that in the next coming weeks we could see the price action getting a little bit of a cool off here, getting that classic corrective move from all-time high in the next coming weeks before the halving. We do have the halving just round about 35 days away, so maybe we're going to see a bit of volatility, a bit to the downside, but overall I do expect 2024 to continue to be bullish. So nothing to be afraid of with this all-time high. Weekly candle closes beneath the all-time high of 2021. It just means that we could see a little bit of a cool off in the next coming weeks and consolidating here. So really nothing to be worried about. Now, the most strongest support level, the worst case scenario that I do see here for Bitcoin in the coming weeks would be having a drastic corrective move below $60,000. We do have an extreme high volume node here from price action of 2021 here, and you can see how that massive spike of volume could really much be support if we were to correct all the way down there. That is my worst case scenario here for Bitcoin in the coming weeks, and that is a huge level of support. I'm talking about the $57,500 range. Now that is very far away. That would have to have a $10,000 drop. So let's focus here on the mid time frame, okay, looking at the 1 hourly or the 4 hourly, and talk about the most important levels of support that Bitcoin has, just so we can be ready to look at those opportunities for a swing long position or to scoop up some more Satoshis, some more Bitcoin at those levels. Let's start off here with the volume profile. Let's keep this extremely simple, guys. Now, we do have a massive gap in volume here when we do take a look at the volume profile from the last few weeks here, looking at March price action here. Very nice uptrend. What we can see here is there is a big gap with no volume. Now, we did get supported here very nicely yesterday. Look at this price action to the downside, not managing to break through here where we have the largest amount of volume, because if you break through this level, it could get extremely volatile. The price of Bitcoin going to $63,000, $62,000, which would bring a massive opportunity. I would not be bearish if the price comes down to the low $60,000 range in the next coming days. And that is purely based because of the massive high volume that we do have from that first week of March. We did create a massive volume spike right there that if we were to break down here, yes, no doubt that this could get volatile to the downside and drop $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. That would be looking scary. A lot of people would be in doubt. However, I do see that level as a great opportunity. When we do take a look at the pivot low here from this massive wick on the 5th of March to the all-time high, the 618 and 78 Fibonacci would be my interest zone here to get into a possible swing long position, whether that is the 618, 65 at $64,000 range, or we do drop down here to the $62,000 level, and that would be a great opportunity. This is higher time frame zones where I do expect the price to get a significant bounce. This is higher time frame, so this might take weeks for the recovery. This is for all of those swing traders. If we are going to lose this value area with the massive volume, of course, the lows from yesterday, we could be expecting a volatile move to the downside of a few $1,000s. Levels to pay attention is that 61865 to see if we are going to react at this zone, looking for a long position. If we are getting that reaction, if we just continue to the downside very aggressively with no reaction, the level of reaction that I do expect the price to get a huge gigantic bounce is that $62,000 range. We're talking about ranges here because of volatility, and this is higher time frame. This is looking for a swing long position here, very low leverage, very low capital, stop beneath this low over here and look for that nice swing that could take several weeks to go all the way up to all-time high, but looking for a $10,000 move to the upside. This is pure speculation still. I like to do analysis on the lower time frame, but these are important levels to pay attention, guys. I would set some alerts on the chart to be ready and take action for those swing positions. Now let's go right away and what I am best at, lower time frames, looking for scalps and day trades inside of this zone. What is the most important level? We are currently sitting at a very important level at this moment that could get a significant bounce. Why is this? This is the previous day point of control, which is getting a beautiful reaction. Not only this, it is hitting the 7-8 here from this pivot low that was created yesterday to the pivot high. We are hitting the 7-8 Fibonacci. But not only the 7-8 Fibonacci, we are forming that beautiful 𝗬liche pattern that is looking extremely symmetrical at the moment. The 7-8 in confluence with that previous day point of control. And when we do take a look at Fibonacci time here from this pivot low to this pivot low right over there from the B point right 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝐶𝐷, we are just about to cross the 1-to-1. We are getting the consolidation. This is a great zone to look for those double bottoms. All right, test the low, maintain it. If you do create those double bottoms, of course, you're looking for that long trigger, and this could get a significant bounce not only to the 618. Okay, let's get that 𝗬liche right away on the chart from this pivot low right there. You can see very, very symmetrical, very, very nice indeed. If you do take a look at Fibonacci from the C point to the low of the D point, yes, the 618 would be a take profit one. You could get rejected here, form a lower high, as you do have that spike here on the B point of the 𝗬liche. Okay, that support level could act as resistance and could roll down. So this is obviously a take profit one. The way to trade this, guys, is looking for the double bottoms, looking for the lows to be reclaimed, okay, and get acceptance back above the low again. If you do not get acceptance above the low created here locally during today, you are not interested to long as the price is beneath that level, because it could break down. And if this does break down that previous day point of control, I would be looking for the previous day value area low to be hit, which is all the way down at $67,000. Could we get a reaction at that previous day value area low? Look for a long position. This is a zone that I would be a little bit cautious when we do take a look at Fibonacci from this pivot low right over here of yesterday to the pivot high also from yesterday. We got a nice bounce at the 618 just yesterday, as you can see right there. So could we come down here, hit the previous day value area low, the 7/8 Fibonacci, $66,721. It's going to be a difficult zone. I would love to see that 7/8 here with this previous day value area low very nicely in confluence, but they're very separated. It's going to be a difficult zone. The best case scenario here, if you are going to drop aggressively in the coming hours, then obviously that 7/8 is where we do have a higher low from yesterday's low. We can see the bounce right there. You got a higher low right over here. You could create that swing failure pattern from this level. I would take it as a scalp. So as soon as you hit that 7/8 and you get above it, getting above these lows from yesterday, this higher low, I would take it into consideration for a scalp. Just get a quick recovery. Possibly it could be a fake out from the previous day value area low. If you do manage to get above previous day value area low and you're in that long position, this is going to be epic because you could get a significant rally of over $1,000 potentially. All right, if you do get above again, okay? So if you are getting that resistance, say that you did long here, the 7/8 and that swing failure pattern, you got the previous day value area low that could act as resistance. If it does act as resistance, I would consider a take profit one at this level. If you do get above it very nicely, then obviously this is looking very good. The next take profit here would be the point of control, the previous day point of control right over there, which is sitting at $68,000 range. Okay, that is a beautiful move here from this level of over $1,000. Beautiful here for scalping and day trading. This level could actually hold, guys. This level could actually hold. Main reason why is because we do have bullish CVD divergence on the higher time frames, okay? So we can see here this peak low from yesterday. We are forming lower lows right there on all of the exchanges. People are shorting the market right over here, and we are forming higher lows on price action, lower lows on the CVD, meaning that there's absorption happening at this moment. And we got a beautiful, really nice Gartley pattern that could get an epic bounce, okay? So pay attention to this zone. This is the beautiful zone to see if you are forming those double bottoms, because this rally not only could go to the 7/8 from this peak to this peak right over here, because that is a take profit one where we do have that base of support. But if you do manage to continue to the upside, a take profit two would be that C point, okay, on the Gartley, and even the A point, right? Those are the targets right over here. And it's also the targets of the bullish CVD divergence. The bullish CVD divergence that we are forming, okay, since yesterday. We can see here higher lows, lower lows on CVD. We do have the target zone right there, which is the top of the Gartley pattern. So no doubt that Bitcoin does have a chance here to hit these highs if you do get above the 618 Fibonacci from C to D point. All right, I'll be paying close attention here to this zone if we are going to hold this level, form those double bottoms. These are great levels for opportunity here as we are forming bullish CVD divergence. We got the previous day point of control, a lot of confluence at this level. This is why we're seeing this reaction. However, it could break down. Manage your risk very well with your stop losses. Know exactly how to enter on those double bottoms right over here. If you did not enter here, then I would be patient to see if you are going to wick beneath the low created a few hours ago and then get that rally and potentially hit a few targets, even coming all the way up to $70,000, maybe in between today and tomorrow, right? So beautiful zone here of confluence. If we are going to break down and we are trading beneath the level, I am not interested in a long position here. I would be looking at this level over here. In between this zone, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. I do see very, very difficult trading opportunity. The movement down here could get very aggressive. There's really not too much confluence. Would I take into consideration this low for a swing failure pattern? There is really not too much confluence right there at that low for a swing failure pattern. I mean, it is still the 618 from yesterday's pivot low to the pivot high. Not the greatest level for me as a swing failure pattern, because I do see the chance of Bitcoin just getting an aggressive move down. I would be ready for this low right there, for that swing failure pattern, an attempt in breaking previous day value area low, and just take action here for a quick long scalp. This is very likely going to get a quick little bounce. If it does start getting above 7.8, it's a sniper long trigger. And of course, if you want those sniper long triggers on market order, the best platform to do so right away is 𝗬𝗫. They do have the lowest fees out there, and you do get that insane bonus with a link down below in the description. It's the second link. Levels of support, guys. We are in a downtrend. So if we do manage to get above the all-time high of 2021, where we were getting some resistance today and it finally started rolling down, it's going to be looking relatively bullish. If we do break through here from these highs, okay, and the 2021 all-time high, it's going to be looking very bullish. This high is likely to be taken as we do have those bullish CVD divergence. So if you're late in any long positions here from double bottoms, I would be looking for that breakout here. If we do get that breakout above this high, very likely that we are going to hold as support and claim these highs. So look for that support flip, look for that higher low here if we were to start moving to the upside very aggressively in the next coming hours. Not much, guys. Pure technical analysis, levels mentioned on the chart. Look for this double bottom here potentially to be holding with bullish CVD. You got the Gartley pattern. It does look very, very good, guys, for this possible bounce. Look for the double bottoms. Don't have stop losses very far away, guys. Don't get burnt. Stay safe with your trading. Check out the Bybit tutorial right away to learn how to trade on that platform, and I will see you in the next one.